So now we're going to go live on YouTube as well. This is the Facebook people are always hear this first, and they always help me with the audio before we go live. I
should do that too.
Yeah, before we go live on YouTube. So now we're both live on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and we are here with
the Apostate Prophet,
otherwise known as
Ridvan Aydemir.
Okay, great. Oh, actually, that's the other way around. For the for people that don't know you, which is I have to tell you guys that you should be famous. You are one of the most consistent ex-Muslim content producer with the largest ex-Muslim audience. You talk about Islam on your channel and the Apostate Prophets. Your videos, I often use them as a source whenever I forget about something. Anything that I want to know, you usually have some video somewhere about it. So I usually check it. I check your video and I'll check your comment sections on your videos to get started on something. So thank you so much for what you do. I mean, you have, how many subscribers you have right now on your YouTube channel?
Well, thank you so much. I think I have 89,000 or so. Jeez, yeah, 89,000.
You have grown so fast in the past year.
Well, thanks to everyone who chose to make that possible. I mean, I started only in November 2017,
right?
Like, you know, about a year ago. And we have come to this number. It's really great that so many people support this.
Which just shows that it's something that is needed. The fact that you're growing so fast, so you're basically filling something that was missing, and you know it comes up very, you know, you go into so much detail and it's very intelligent. I really appreciate your videos, even in the
Thank you so much.
Even if sometimes I disagree with you. I mean, most of the things that you post I agree with, but even when sometimes I disagree with you, I really appreciate seeing things from that perspective. But today, what are we discussing today?
You know, sometimes I make a video or I say something online and then I think, what will Armin Navabi think about this?
That's okay. Okay. Well, today we're going to figure that out, both of us. There are some things that I want to throw at you and see what you think about it as well. There are going to be, we're going to have some agreements here, some disagreements here. Let me actually see YouTube live chat. Yeah. Oh, Beej is saying. Oh, before we get into that, you got removed from. Your Twitter account was removed.
Yeah.
By Twitter for what tweet?
Well, I made a tweet in response to a Muslim woman, a Muslim girl, who said something like, in my household as a Muslim, we weren't even allowed to kill spiders, and people are going around saying Islam is violent. And I said in response to that, Islam orders to kill apostates, gays, blasphemers, this, that. Islam orders to fight everyone who doesn't believe in Islam and explicitly insults other religious groups. But Islam forbids the killing of spiders, therefore Islam is a religion of peace. That's what I posted. So and that got me permanently banned.
Permanently banned, like and you appealed and the appeal was rejected. So you basically were mocking Islam for being a violent religion. And your account was removed by Twitter. And I thought, okay, this is obviously a mistake. Anybody that looks, once you go through the appeal process, you're going to get your account back.
That's what I thought too.
But you didn't. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I appealed 3 times even. I thought, that's stupid. That must be a mistake. I appealed, they rejected it, and I thought, that's probably a stupid person controlling. That's why I appealed again, rejected again and again, and then it was rejected for the 3rd time, and it was over, you know. That's ridiculous. I didn't even state an opinion. I just said something that Islam does.
Yeah, I mean, it's a statement of fact. You actually point to things. Here, I have Sahih Bukhari. Everything you said is, I could point to it, is right there. Like, and the thing that they removed you for was you promoting violence, but you were pointing out that some ideology promotes violence. Like, did they even read the tweet? I don't understand what's going on. Like, I really want to meet the people that are making these decisions, because I'm just genuinely curious. What are they thinking when they remove your? I don't know.
I really want to stand in front of Jack one day and ask him what the hell that is about. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's controlling these things. Like, I don't think if he has any understanding about a lot of these. I mean, Twitter is huge, right? But I do think that we should keep he's going to be, Jack is going to be, Jack, again, people don't know, CEO of Twitter, he's going to be on the Joe Rogan show again. And if we make a big enough noise about it, maybe your account would be mentioned as an example when he goes on that show.
Yeah, I kind of thought of that, but you know, the thing is, people bring up censorship things a lot about social media, especially about Twitter. But what they focus on is more accounts or people that engage in political talks. And I choose to talk more about religion than about politics, especially politics in America. So I don't know if that would be even considered as a relevant topic, but it would be worth a try.
Yeah, we maybe make a change.org campaign, and if it gets a certain number, then maybe Joe Rogan would be like, okay, enough people want to hear about this for me to bring it up, right? Maybe something like that. I don't know.
Would be great.
Yeah. So if you do make a campaign like that, send it to me so we can share it and post, and yeah.
Definitely. Thank you.
Anyway, so to the topic. By the way, people in the live chat on both Facebook and YouTube, if you're on YouTube, your comments will show up on the screen. If you're on Facebook, I have my phone here. I'll try to keep up. But if you want me to bring up a question, make sure the question is relevant to the topic. And the topic is whether it's fair or not for us to say that atheists should be criticizing all religions equally. Or if somebody, like some accusation, sometimes people accuse you of not being a true atheist because you focus on Islam or stuff like that. So that's the topic. If you tag us, if you tag Atheist Republic, you want me to read something, make sure it's relevant to this topic. But also, if I miss your comment, please forgive me. I might miss a few comments because I'm trying to also pay attention to the conversation that we're having. Okay, so first of all, are you really an atheist? If you're not, you only criticize Islam. You're not one of us. You're not a true atheist. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, I think well, atheists are usually very problematic people who have, like, you know, who are not very consistent in their logic. And I think if you look at the current discourse, atheists are actually the biggest form of religion and cult that is very intolerant. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding, people. No, I am an atheist. I am practically an atheist. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in religions. I don't follow any religion at all.
Right.
But the thing is, many people who identify as atheists, who actually should call themselves anti-theists too, because of what they do, you know, because of opposing all religions or all religions equally and so on, have this expectation of other atheists, of other active atheists, to also criticize all religions. But I just don't think that's how it works. I think I'm only an atheist in the sense that I don't hold any religious beliefs. And as a former Muslim who practiced and studied Islam very, very thoroughly, I think it is my duty and my will to really show what Islam is all about. But I don't have the same. I shouldn't even criticize other religions in the same way, and I also don't want to criticize other religions in the same way, because I studied them very much as well, and I just don't hold them on the same level as I hold Islam. I think that Islam is a major problem, not because it's a religion, but because of the features of the religion itself. You know? Right.
So there's so much there that I agree and disagree with.
I should have counted this slowly.
Yeah. no, but let me focus on the things that I agree with you, right? And let me know what you think. Because I do agree that, you know, atheism not only doesn't mean that you have to attack all religions or criticize all religions. It doesn't even mean that you have to criticize any religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm an anti-religion activist. You are an anti-Islam activist.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody could simply be, I don't believe in God, and I have other things to do. Like, I don't criticize, maybe I'm passionate about something else. I'm passionate about global warming, animal rights, right? So if you could maybe attack no religions at all, and you're still an atheist. And again, people, when you focus on something, it might be because of your passion, your interest in something, or maybe because you were harmed. Like the example I give is, like, imagine this lady is fights against abuse of dogs, right? That's a great thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But would it be fair for an animal rights activist to tell her that she's a hypocrite because she doesn't care about cats? That she like, why is she does she not care about cats being abused? Why is she focusing on dogs? Right?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? She's helping, right? She maybe cares about dog more. Maybe she had a dog that was abused by someone else when she was a child. Maybe she understands dogs more. Doesn't matter. If you want to focus on all animals, focus on all animals. If you want to focus on dogs, focus on dogs. So I agree with that. That it's ridiculous for people that say that you should equally, why? I don't want to. If you want to focus on Christianity, I wouldn't have a problem with that, right? I don't feel if somebody wants to focus on why Christianity is nonsense, I wouldn't be like, no, you should also criticize. Here's the problem, and again, this is where our disagreement comes in, right? So if somebody wants to focus on Christianity and says, this is what I know, this is what I'm interested in, this is what I'm passionate about, I want to focus on saying why Christianity is wrong. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and do that. But if they do that while they say, make excuses for Islam, I'm like, okay, no. You get to focus on Christianity, but Islam does not deserve any excuses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So... yeah, okay, I'm hearing... yeah, go on. There's a little bit of echo.
You do? Oh, yeah. Let me go a little bit back. Okay. Well, I would say, we raise, as ex-Muslims, I do that too. We raise very often an objection when other people when other people who are very, very fiercely against Christianity, who criticize Christianity very much, when they make excuses about Islam, that we shouldn't single out Islam, that we shouldn't, speak so harshly against Islam, or we shouldn't speak so harshly about Muslims and this and that. We often raise an objection and say, hey, Islam is very bad. We should be talking about this. You probably don't know the subject matter. We say that. You could kind of compare me to that person who says, you could kind of compare me to that, in that I really don't think that Christianity deserves criticism that is equal to the criticism that we give Islam,
Right, but it does deserve okay, so I agree with you that Islam takes the cake when it comes to
definitely
the most harmful religious ideology out there. Okay, without a question, not even close. But that's really not hard to achieve for you to be better than Islam. Like, a lot of people are like, well, Christianity is not as bad as Islam, and I'm like, well, AIDS is not as bad as cancer either, but that's not an endorsement of AIDS. I mean,
I don't even do that.
Right, but you do say that you think Christianity is, you're kind of sympathetic to a non-Islamic religions, aren't you, a little bit?
Well, I have this thing. I mean, I said it very often before. I even made a video very recently. I think you saw that, where I explained why I don't criticize other religions beside Islam.
Right.
And I have stated in that, and also before, that I'm not in disagreement. I mean, I'm in disagreement in terms of belief with religions. I don't believe any of those religions. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I have many reasons not to believe. But I also don't have an opposition to the concept of religion or supernatural beliefs in itself.
I do.
In terms of Christianity, for example, I said I have a deep emotional connection to Christianity. That's exactly what I said in that video, and I have sympathy towards social. Okay, well, you couldn't wait with that.
No, I don't get it. What is there? I mean, I've read the Bible a couple of times. What is there that interesting? Okay, and again, when I say Christianity is barbaric bullshit, it's not a suggestion that it's as bad as Islam. Something could be barbaric nonsense and still better than Islam. But yeah,
I get that. I also understand why atheists and why many atheists, I'm not going to say atheists, but why many atheists and anti-theists have a problem with Christianity. I totally understand why that is.
Why?
But what did you say? Why?
Yeah. You say you understand why that is. So what's the problem with Christianity then?
Well, I would say many anti-theists have actually a fierce opposition to Christianity because they come from a pre-Christian culture, from a post-Christian culture, or they were either Christians before, or they grew up among Christians, or their parents were Christians. Most of them find themselves criticizing mostly Christianity. I think that's a very basic logical thing that we can agree on. A normal person who was born in India and who is an atheist won't concentrate all his time on Christianity. But
I'm not talking about experience, though. I'm talking about the fundamentals of religion itself.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
I would say most of the opposition to Christianity is based on one, and I have to say that definitely, the Old Testament, the Bible, the Jewish Bible. The second is on social matters, especially those we discuss very much in today's time as well, like in society, homosexuality, moral questions that Christians raise very often that atheists object to, and similar things like that. Stuff that we call conservative politics in society in today's time is usually why atheists object Christianity. I think most atheists don't fiercely object Christianity because it's just because it's not in agreement with science. That's not why they do that. That's just one way of criticizing Christianity. Most of them object Christianity because of the moral questions of Christianity. And I to be very honest, and I stand my ground on that. I don't think that the moral questions of Christianity are that big of an issue that we should be fiercely sitting here and criticizing Christianity. I don't have a problem with people who do that. But I don't think that is. I think that's a waste of time, and I think that's not something I would do.
I mean, okay. So first of all, I still think it's a very harmful ideology, and I will tell you why. I actually think the New Testament is worse than the Old Testament when it comes to moral teachings. But when it comes to waste of time, it's kind of like going to a skin doctor and saying like, why we have cancer and heart disease. What the hell are you wasting your time for? Like, isn't that? I mean, as long as as something is bad and somebody is dealing with it, I think they are not wasting their time, right?
No, let me correct something here. I mean, I think that criticizing religions, criticizing Christianity, does something good. I think it contributes in a way to our understanding, to our dialogues, to human progress. Because even if I thought that Christianity was flawless, which I don't, it is still useful to that there are two sides who agree with Christianity or disagree with Christianity, so that when the subject matter is challenged, then the both sides can see the details about it more, see the bad sides and the good sides about it more, and come a little bit more together to talk about it. I mean, if there was no criticism of Christianity at all, Christian culture would probably not change as much. So in that way, I think criticizing Christianity is appreciated in a way.
So Christianity was a religion that popularized the idea of eternal torture. I understand that some Jews started accepting that at some point, even though it wasn't there within the fundamentals to begin with. But it was Christianity that really spread that idea. The idea that if you don't agree with this idea, you are deserving of screaming in pain to the end of time, right? Forever. And that's the most sadistic, one of the most sadistic ideas that has ever been introduced in history of mankind. And I can't imagine anything more evil than that.
See, I think that is harmful. I think you are right there. I agree that is a harmful idea, and that it's probably a cruel idea. But I don't think it's a very, very big it's a very, very big moral problem that we all should be fiercely attacking and therefore engaging in anti-theism.
So the thing is that, you know, Christianity, when it comes to this idea that Christians are superior to non-Christians, the idea that you are born with sin, that there's something inherently evil about you since the moment that you're born, right? That is disgusting. That's one of the most convenient con jobs to convince that there's something wrong with you, and then tell you that you have the medicine for the imaginary disease that they just came up with, right? And to also, this whole idea of some people being deserving of heaven and some people being deserving of hell, even if you don't believe in heaven and hell, is basically creating a class structure. We have that in Islam as well. Muslims say that Islam promotes equality because race and nothing else everybody is equal in Islam. I'm like, no, every Muslim is equal in Islam according to Islam. You still have this the inequality. The status of Muslims is above non-Muslims, right? This whole idea of non-Muslims going to hell for eternity creates that class structure, and it creates the sense of it's basically the same as the caste system in Hinduism. But again, I agree, Islam has mastered that art of putting people in different groups. But again, this is a problematic teaching, and this is the core of Christianity. The idea that the only way through salvation is through Jesus Christ means that Christians are always above non-Christians.
Well, the thing is, I agree with that. I think I consider that more of a historical development of humanity. I mean, you could be sitting here and talking about.
Did we lose? Oh my god, we lost him. Okay, reconnecting. Let me check if I missed a comment while he's coming back. Tim Todd says, as a weekend atheist, back and forth, we agree with you. Just think there are bigger fish to fry. Who deserves a little more? Well, I mean, I don't understand this idea that there are bigger fish to fry, because we do focus on Islam a lot. Do you guys, if all of us wanted to focus on the worst problem, let me actually kick him out and then call him back. But if all, shit, what is wrong with this connection? Weird. If all of us wanted to focus on the worst, only the worst problem in the world, then we all had to go and, I don't know, fight global warming or fight AI. What happened to him? Let me call him back. Send me your questions while we wait for him. Huh. Alright. That's not gonna work. Sorry guys, let me actually put a camera on myself. He lost the connection with him. This is the problem with doing these things live. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put camera. Logitech home camera. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. Can't control these things. So annoying. Let me message him on Facebook. This was such a great conversation. Let me message him on Facebook. Hello. Sorry guys. Alright, let me see what Alex is saying. I think Christianity has more total potential for being dangerous because they think of themselves as the victims. They think they are martyrs. I don't know, Alex. I think Islam has a lot more potential danger because it's inherently a political religion rather than. And I was gonna get to that with that Apostate Prophet, but he's not answering. Should I just cancel this and then reschedule it, or do you guys want me to keep trying? Do you guys want me to keep trying, or should I just reschedule this? Okay, give me a minute. Oh, he said, "Give me a minute." Don't know what happened. Oh, okay. So he might be he might come back soon. Okay, let me just tell him. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ah, saved.
Armin.
Hey.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay, what happened?
I lost connection for some reason. Couldn't get back. Well, I'm trying to fix my camera.
I was about to start a vote to see if we should reschedule or keep calling you, but then you came back. You always have these connection problems. You had this with Imam Tawhidi as well.
That wasn't a connection problem. That was a very bad technical problem.
Okay.
There was an audio problem.
I don't see you. Are you trying to? Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you some time. No pressure. Christy is saying, "No worries, no need to apologize. Shit happens." Christy, you're just nicer than most people. You have to see the amount of. Oh, Tim is saying, "Try again." Thank you, Tim. Somebody saying, "Fuck off." Thank you, whoever you are. Oh, maybe that wasn't at me. Anyways, but thank you guys for being patient. I'm gonna cut this part out once the final video is out.
It was like I suddenly just died.
Yeah, it happens. This is the thing with live stream. I think it might have been Jesus. No, I was going really anti-New Testament. I was like, okay, that's it. Fuck you, Jesus. I mean, I've read the. Okay, let me. Where's my Bible? I was gonna bring you some verses, but no. I don't want you. I know that you. Okay, actually, it's not fair of me to do that because you do focus on Islam. So I don't want to corner you to a position that you are attacking Christianity, right? So, but I do want to make the case for why, even though I agree with you that Islam is the shittiest religion, not of all time, but of our current time, I still think that it's worth fighting other religions. And some people in the live chat were saying that there are bigger problems that we need to focus on. I don't agree with that. I do think that Islam is a product of faith, and faith is the major problem, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but
people are saying that they can't hear me. Is that...
Oh shit! Yeah, Michael. Fucking hell. All right. Okay, I have you back.
Okay.
Your audio is back. The
reason my video?
Yeah, your video is not back. Your audio is back.
What the hell? Why can't I figure that out?
Are you watching the live chat? That's good.
I have a chat tab open for that.
Okay.
But
good thing. Okay. All right. Fix your video. Then we'll start talking. I'll stop distracting you. I'll just read the comments on Facebook and YouTube. Shittiest religion. Look at this clown. Armin is right. Thank you, Alex. Okay, while we wait for Apostate Prophet, don't listen to me. Just focus on what you're doing. I'm gonna just tell some people something that I think. Okay, the shittiest religion of the reason why I say Islam might not be the shittiest religion of all time, but is the shittiest religion currently existing, is because if you look at the Viking religion, for example, or the Mayan religion, right? The Vikings were more obsessed with war and killing than Muslims are today. And I think if the Viking religion was active today, it would be the number one terrorist religion in existence. Do you want to reschedule? Sure, we can reschedule. Why, you're having your chat shows up on the screen, by the way, just to let you know. But are you having problems with your camera?
Yeah. I can't seem to fix this right now. I would like to restart this, but we have lost a lot of time, and
okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, I don't want to give you too much. So let's reschedule this. But yeah, okay, but don't worry about it. Okay, shit like this happens. Give us, if you know me on Facebook.
Well,
yeah, go on.
Yes, well, sorry for that. I mean, we had a very interesting exchange about the whole Christianity Islam comparison thing.
Right, it's okay.
I don't agree with it, but we can definitely continue that next time.
Yeah, we'll reschedule. Don't worry about it. But if you guys know, follow either of us on Twitter or Facebook or on YouTube or anywhere else, if you want to send us some points to bring up for when we do reschedule this, please message me, Armin and Armin Navobi. Where can people reach out to you? What's the best way to reach out to you?
On Twitter mostly. It's my new handle is Apostate Ridvan, or I'm here on YouTube all the time.
All right, I am going to make this video private, so this will not be available anymore. But so reach out to me on Facebook if there's anything strong points that you when we do reschedule this you want us to point out. But no worries, these things happen when it comes to live streams. That's so don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll do reschedule this. A lot of people are saying no. He can't figure out how to fix his camera. That's why we're rescheduling. And he's going to run out of time. There were so many points that we wanted to bring up that we're not going to have the time to go over, and that's why we're scheduling. So it's okay. We'll do it again.
No, I would really love to go on, but I can't seem to get this back on again. So
that's okay. Okay. All right. Thank you guys, and thank you for people that are forgiving of us for making mistakes like this. So, thank you guys for understanding. I love you all. This guy in the Facebook live chat is saying, "Fuck your points." This guy is so offended. I don't know why this guy. I think it's a Muslim guy. He's so offended by us. It's so funny. All right. Okay. All right. Love everybody else except that guy. That guy is just amusing. But bye, guys.